Good day everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, with Atari 2600. I'm looking at this kids sort of game called Cookie Monster Munch there, which focuses on my favourite character from Sesame Street, the Cookie Monster. This was published by Atari in 1983. There's a number of different modes here, but let's do the normal mode, see how that plays. The Cookie Monster, of course, is from Sesame Street, a show from America, which first was aired in 1969 with his googly eyes and his addiction to cookies. And that's biscuits, but I wouldn't call him Biscuit Monster. Right, here we go. So I collect a cookie, and now I need to return it to this basket down here. Doesn't look like there's anything that can stop me at the moment. So this isn't expert gameplay. It's seeing how you would have got on your first or second go, and what is there to the game. Yes, well, all I have to do is get... Oh, this is a good animation. Me want cookie, he says, but not in like a vaguely racist Chinese accent, which I did, which I wasn't trying to do. You can't do anything these days. Right, so more cookies to get here. So it's quite jolly. I can see a kid directing Cookie Monster around the screen and taking some enjoyment from that. When I say kid, maybe someone that's about 4 years old. Not sure what I'm doing playing it. Almost 50. Yay! I'm direct. What am I doing? But anyway, never mind. If you do like cookies, then comment in the comment section below. Now, are there going to be any people or any nurses that are going to try and stop us? Or is it just all about walking around a maze, collecting cookies, biscuits, cookies, and then putting them in this basket here, and then getting an animation of Cookie Monster? We don't know. So it's 1983. It would have entertained me. How would I have been? I would have been 9. Maybe it might have entertained me slightly. But I like those googly eyes. If you're watching this with googly eyes, then comment below. And a good animation there, and a good animation of cookie eating. So the maze is changing slightly every now and again. So there's a number of modes in this game. This is mode 1, so I presume this is what most people would have played. And this is essentially what you got. It's not the most interesting in the world, but it wasn't meant to appeal to people like me. It's meant to appeal to kids. So there's jolly music. Kids that like Sesame Street would probably like this too. Sesame Street had the greatest characters. Cookie Monster, Oscar the Grouch, Bert and Ernie, okay Bert, and Big Bird. Although I didn't like Big Bird, he sounded like he could be a horror movie character. Imagine going through the woods at night, and you shine your torch, and there above you is Big Bird with a chainsaw. That could be scary. Anyway, if you've watched this far into the video, then I don't know why, but yes, I do know why, because you're nuts like me. If you watched this far into the video and you haven't subscribed so far, please consider doing so. And a big thank you to everyone else who's subscribed so far. Go and get yourself a cookie, because not much is going to happen here. It's just an animation of this guy eating cookies. You talking nonsense in the comment section. I don't know why his hand is light blue. Maybe it isn't his hand. He's hired an assistant to hand the cookies to him. A nice green culture. Got a nice bit of shading on that graphic there for the Atari 2600. So that's nicely done. Big award there. And now we go to a magenta thing. Free cookies. Doesn't look like there's ever going to be any more than 3 cookies in this mode. Boo 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 boo. So not the most exciting game in the world, but Cookie Monster is the main man. Voiced originally by Frank Oz, I think, who did the Muppets there, with Jim Henson. Jim Henson and Frank Oz, they were the main two, wasn't they? Yay! Bob, 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 bob. Me want cookie. I do feel a bit hungry now. If you want to see other Atari 2600 games we've looked at, they are in a playlist. To get there, click on my... Well, there's a link in the description called Other Atari Commentaries or something like that. But you could equally get there by clicking on my username. Takes you to the channel page. It always takes you to the channel page, unless they've changed it and made me look like a big wally. But then click on the playlist tab. You can have a look around the channel page if you want to see a few things. There, donate some money to the channel if you want to. There we go. I won't knock you down. But then click on the playlist tab and Atari 2600 will be there, along with a list of other stuff. We're starting to build the portfolio. I mean, the most games we reviewed are ZX Spectrum, because that's the computer I grew up with. But I'm enjoying seeing the other stuff. This is slightly before the Spectrum, although there's a big overlap. Overlap, man. Overlap. So, what do you prefer, yellow cookies or brown cookies? Music is staying the same the whole time. There's a nice picket fence at the top for some reason, or is it a railroad track? Well, I don't know. It might be a zip of Zippy from Rainbow. But to my knowledge, I don't think Cookie Monster and Zippy from Rainbow met each other. be like a film, wouldn't it? Like Aliens versus Predator, be Zippy versus Cookie Monster. Now, who would want to see that film? Zippy versus Cookie Monster. I would. Right. Every time you hear that beeping, that's me doing something wrong. A bit like that game Operations, where the needles went in the wrong bit and caused an electric shock for someone. That's it. I'm shocking myself stupid. We aim the reviews to be about 10 minutes long. I'm really struggling with this one, because quite clearly it is a kid's game where not much is going on. We're just collecting stuff on a screen while the mum and dad are cooking dinner, watching a movie, or burying a dead body in the garden. It's just to keep the kid out the way, really. If you are currently burying a dead body in the garden while your kids are playing this or eating a cookie, then comment in the comment section below. Right, here we go. Cyan hand, brown cookie jar, and this guy eating the cookies. So if you ever had any cookies go missing in your house, it's probably this guy. I mean, it's not a very good diet. The character was invented in 1966, it says here, but Sesame Street was in 1969, so what was he doing for 3 years? I don't know. Then he got this terrible cookie addiction. I suppose there's worse things that a monster can have, I suppose. Right, there's what, you can only carry one cookie at a time, you know. You can't carry more than one cookie. Now, I'd speak a lot of nonsense. I don't think many people can keep the conversation going of a video with this little happening, but that's because I'm insane in the membrane, like Cypress Hill, if you know that song. Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. It was too late for me, but thank you to the members, thanks to subscribers. Let's get this channel up to 1 million subscribers for no reason whatsoever. Let's do that. Tell everyone, tell the TV companies, tell the people that doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl, tell everyone at the pictures, tell everyone in the fish and chip shop queue, watch Channel and Jenkin and get it doing at least something. Da 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 as the vans turn up and lock me up with all the evidence of thousands of videos that I've done. Yes, anyway, I'll have to see. I can't believe the whole game is just this. I'm struggling with it. We'll have to try some of the other modes right at the end, or at least one of the other modes. Pick one of them, not all of them. But this is essentially the game. This is what it defaults to. This is what it defaults to, baby. Was there a Mrs. Cookie Monster? Who's Cookie Monster's friend? I think his full name was Sydney Cookie Monster, I think. Right, anyway. Mustn't forget, let's do another mode. Mustn't forget the count as well. 1. Ha 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 ha. Right, well, there's loads of different modes here. Let's just pick one of them. They all do a variation of a theme. Oh, that's a different person. With Cookie Monster up the top. That looks interesting. Let's try this out. Right, okay. So now we're C-3PO. Well, what's C-3PO doing collecting cookies? I don't know. Oh, what's that? That looks interesting as well. Right, is that an energy bar? Well, okay, right. Okay, this is more interesting. So we're up against a timer now. That's much better. Oh, this is a much better game. So try some of the other modes. Don't do the original one. So we got this guy getting as many cookies as he can into the jar. We've got Cookie Monster up the top. This is a proper game now. We've got Cookie Monster at the top. Is he going to come down and kill us or steal some of the cookies? Yeah, I've got a limited amount of time. Okay, so don't do... Oh, this is better. So don't do the first level. Do this one where you're C-3PO. Don't think it is C-3PO, is it? But it's trying to be C-3PO. Suddenly it's come to life. So well done. If you've watched this part of the video, you've suddenly seen something interesting happen. Right, is the Cookie Monster going to eat any of these cookies? He's drifting down every now and again. So there's variations on the theme. One is just Cookie Monster on his own, clicking cookies. This time you got up against a timer, some bloke, could be C-3PO, yes, getting the cookies, so the Cookie Monster don't get them. Oh, he's eating one up there, we go, chomp, chomp, chomp. Well, this is a lot of fun now. Should have done this at the start. I don't know of other reviews or gameplays on YouTube. They might just have that first mode, maybe. Maybe didn't look at the other modes. But anyway, I'm surmising. I haven't checked any of them. I don't like to be influenced. But as games go, this one is okay for very, very, very young kids. But you need to get into one of these other modes other than that boring mode at the start, according to me. I mean, I imagine the other modes, the timer goes down a bit quicker, maybe. Or the maze is a bit more convoluted, a bit more intricate. Yeah. It's pretty much this. Right, Boo Boo. Oh, it's not C-3PO now. He's got his brown uniform on. It's C-3PO after he's taken a trip down the sewer. Wholesome fun from Channel and Jenkin. Oh man, caravan. Well, you know, I don't think I can go on too much longer with this. You've pretty much seen everything it has to offer. It's giving you an idea of the game. Is it stress busting? Yes, if you're a young kid. If you're an older guy like me, well, why am I playing the darn thing? But I do fancy some cookies, and it was fun to look at. Some retro heaven from 1983. Is it heaven? Well, it's retro at least, anyway. There we go. Sunny days, da 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 da. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye to Sesame Street and this game. So, hope you like to have a look at that one. It was Cookie Monster Munch, published by Atari in 1983 on the Atari 2600. Your favourite Big Blue Muppet, if indeed he is. Got any comments about this game, similar games, anything retro or Sesame Street? Why not? Then put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye. Big Bird. Although I didn't like Big Bird, he sounded like he could be a horror movie character. Imagine going through the woods at night and you shine your torch and there above you is Big Bird with a chainsaw.
I'm glad I found you. Maybe you can help me.